How does mining work when it involves bitcoins? Let's discuss how to set up your computer to mine cryptocurrency. Many people hear the term cryptocurrency and may wonder how this works. Many may be wondering how the internet has allowed for such a lucrative business opportunity. Before we discuss how the internet functions to allow for such a business to exist, it is important to understand how cryptocurrency works. For those who are unfamiliar, cryptocurrency is money or currency converted from one digital currency to another, such as the US dollar to Dash, or Euro to Litecoin, etc. Before we proceed any further, it is necessary to describe how this entire process actually works. When a user wants to transactional data and they have a grasp of how the internet functions, they can utilize a computer network, like the internet, to do so. This network is called the web. In order to find a solution to how to set up your computer to mine cryptocurrency, a user would search for a mining software program which would allow them to mine such currency pairs as Dash, LTC, Doge, and Litecoin. Once the user finds such a mining software program, they will then be able to start the application, and once it is open, they will be able to create their own sub-blocks within the main block, and then start verifying transactions within the network. Every block they create corresponds to how much work the miner will be doing. The more work that the miner is doing, the faster the transaction fees are generated. The way how does mining works is that the miner begins by creating a block that contains valid information which has been sent to the network. This block is then referred to as a valid transaction. The miner begins by sending their own private key or wallet ID into the network, along with their new valid block. Anyone wishing to join the mining pool must send their own private key and wallet ID, plus their new block. Once you are in the mining pool, you are required to submit your transaction to the network, and the network matches the information you provided, and then matches it with all of the other valid transactions that it has received. As more blocks are mined, the speed at which each block is generated increases. This allows the network to exponentially multiply its work, and consequently increase the speed at which it checks and verifies transactions. It also allows the miner's income to exponentially increase as well. And as long as the network is alive, the miner will continue to receive these unlimited income streams. During each block, the miner will try to compute the target hash, or the number of bits needed for the latest block in order to make up that particular transaction. They do this by taking the previous target hash, and for each block after that, and applying that previous target hash to the newly added transaction. The key here is that they take the transaction that already has the most weight, and add on the extra bit. This is how the network grows. Now, if a node comes along that doesn't add any extra transactions to the mix, and only sends the actual transaction, and nothing else, to the network, then they receive an equal amount of reward for their services. Anytime a miner takes the time to build upon a previous mined block, they receive a portion of the rewards/income. The more extra rewards a miner earns, the more they want to build on that previous mined block. So naturally, the more they add, the more they want to build upon it. And that's how the entire system of Bitcoin mining works. To put it simply, people that build upon previous blocks are given an equal income based on how long it took them to do it. Those that mine on their own, and without depending on others, are not only getting a smaller portion of the overall rewards, but they are also being forced to compete with all of the other people who are building. If you don't mind the constant arms race, then this could be a great way to invest without losing much in the way of profits. Just be careful, and use your head.